I was in a bad place, I think. And
You're in the gray, so
my next move.
don't want to copyright. I'm in traffic / stuck in traffic. I had to stay late today. So updates. I had a symptomatic causal blood test taken on Thursday, and because of those results, I had to do additional blood tests today, and I had a sonogram today as well. I'm learning to schedule multiple appointments in one day. It's just better than spacing them out through the week. I also, suggestion or referral, I should say, because of my blood test results on Thursday, I have to see an oncologist. So that's new. I don't know how morbid it may sound, but I'm actually in the medical scheme, since I've never had that kind of specialist or entity of a doctor to see. I'm kind of excited and being like, I wonder what he's going to say or what other tests he's going to mock up. Everything, like all of my doctors are like working and they're kind of like forging all of my stuff to him. So that's pretty cool. I love that the medical people are like more like in touch with electronic services. Yeah, it hit me pretty hard yesterday, especially like how two certain important people in my life reacted to it. I'm learning that as much as I would probably want to be comforted by my biological parents or parent, I got to stop doing that because it's just more harm than I can swallow. Because it's really they don't really comfort me. The reaction that I got from a person I've been dating, let's just say I'm gonna be now single. But that's also one thing I'm looking for is something like a serious relationship, and I definitely need a partner who's going to be understanding and compassionate and patient about everything that I'm going through my medical stuff. Big news though, I got one of my student loans, bank loans that I took out, so I can put in my 2 weeks notice at my full-time job and effectively start in 2 weeks classes. And be a full-time grad student and not having a full-time job. I will be working my part-time job still, and that's really exciting. Tonight I'm actually going to look at books and then work out a little bit. I've gotten back into working out. It really does help out with my stress, especially since my full-time job is really stressful lately. Yesterday I had a very tough time, like kind of marinating to see an oncologist, and the fact that like it's not like a normal like, see the specialist, see what he says. It's your blood results kind of are concerning, and we're referring you to an oncologist and you need to speak with them. And I'm like, okay, this is different. So yeah, I'm gonna do a second video of like other things that I found out through my blood that my PCP told me that I could have now, and it's a little frustrating with the medical model because originally they told me that, initially they're like, it could be cancer, and then after all my tests they're like, oh, it's not cancer, it's all this other evil stuff, and now they're like, oh, you need to see an oncologist because of your blood recently, and I'm like, great. Really apologize about this like fucking angle, and I will do another video about my dating and all that jazz. So I hope you guys are hanging in there. I haven't done a video in so fucking long, and I've been extremely busy. And generally it's either because I'm really busy or because like I'm just like with my life. But I was too emotional to do a movie yesterday, a clip I should say. Way too emotional. I was proactive. I called my therapist and was like, can we bump up my appointment possibly this week? And of course she did, and I will have therapy Thursday at 6 p.m. So I'm excited. It's the first time I've ever done that, so I'm really excited and happy I did that. I'm happy though that I paid attention to my symptoms. This time I was having symptoms with not feeling like I couldn't catch my breath and weird sensations with my heart or diaphragm, And I've been noticing that I've been bruising a lot more easily, and they stay trauma or non-trauma bruising, and they stay really long. Like I've still had this bruise for about 3 months now. So I did a blood test, and this blood test showed that my platelets are not acting the right way. That's what the office manager told me, and told me to get more stuff. I also, good thing, these lab forms, I should have done this a while ago, but these lab forms that they give me to hand to the lab technician to do, today I actually took a picture of like the stuff that they're ordering for the blood test, and granted, like most of these blood tests, I don't know what they mean, but you can Google it and it tells you what it's looking for. So that's going to be the second half of the video. I'm going to talk about this other stuff that they're testing me for. And very interesting that one of the items that I looked up, I actually hit, like all of my symptoms hit it, and I'm now like being like, why didn't they pick up this stuff before, you know? But hey, with anything about the medical field, you just gotta stay persistent and on top of your shit. Like legit, it's you, it's your health, and doctors ain't gonna do anything until you advocate for yourself and be persistent and be somewhat annoying. So I hope you guys are hanging in there and being a tough cookie. And man, this is the worst traffic I've ever experienced in my commute back to home. But yeah, I hope you hang in there, and I'll upload another video. Thanks for listening, guys. Hang in there.